SHIA'S Got Talent.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen and dear viewers, to day 4, episode 4 of season 1, 2023 of SHIA'S Got Talent. The last few days have been emotional, have been heartbreaking, have been exciting, filled with fun and laughter, but a lot of heartbreaks too. And here we are today with other 12 contestants about to compete for just 4 available tickets to the next round. We had 100 plus entries, only 72 made it to the next round. And here we are, having contested with, was it 24? No, 36 contestants have already performed. Only 12 have managed to book their ticket to the next round. And so, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we are joined with 12 other contestants competing and fighting for 4 available slots to the next round. Ejaz, how's it been for you over the last 3 days?
I just want to say one thing. I'm glad I'm not one of the judges.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I feel the decision making should be left entirely upon them. For those who have the misconception that we have any say, no, we are just anchoring the program, we are handling the proceedings, that's it.
You know, it's very funny that you say in regards to having a say. If there is one position I would never envy, is those 4 seats right in front of us. Because you have to handle your emotions and you need to handle, and I think yesterday and the day before sum it up so well that we had to just go through this nerve-wracking moment where we had to decide, okay, should we announce the winner, should we not announce the winner? And it was so tight. But you know what? This is what, like Sayyid Muhammad Hassan said, this is as-sabiqun as-sabiqun. We all compete against each other to set the bar high. Now, ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming the judges for SHIA'S Got Talent, episode 4, season 1, of the year 2023. We start with Sayyid Jalal Masoomi, Sayyid Mohammed Hassan Alsheraa, Sayyid Ali Hakeem, and finally Mulla Mohammed Abbas Karim. Right, Ejaz, over to you. You need to give the order today.
You may now take your seat.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the chief guest for today, Maulana Imam Hussain. Right, I am not going to take much of your time. It is now crunchy time. We begin episode 4, day 4, season 1, 2023. Sayyid Jalal, talking about friendliness, I would like to bring my inner love for Dar es Salaam into this.
Wallahi.
Alhamdulillah, we are very blessed to be mentioned in the Holy Quran. Is that true?
Of course.
Right. Can you just give us the ayah in the most melodious 7 types of what do you call them?
Melodies.
Maqamat. Right.
So first of all, Mambo VG MJ.
Oh, you have just made a small grammatical error.
Really?
Yeah. But it says Mambo VP.
Mambo VP?
Yes, I heard Mambo VG.
No, so. Mambo VP MJ.
Oh, Mambo Poa. VP, Sayyid Jalal. Poa, right. So that's the new word for today, I believe.
You know, that was my question. Why this city is called Dar es Salaam?
Right.
So I was searching today, I was thinking, why? There should be a reason. But I have, without looking to the references, to the sources, of course, I found this, really here is Dar es Salaam, because everything is calm, you feel tranquility. I don't have those stresses which I had in UK and in London. Here, mashallah, diversity of fruits. We have eaten last night zaytun, which is not the proper zaytun, it's different. It is like egg fruit, which I haven't eaten. It's good, subhanAllah, egg fruit. Yeah, egg fruit, which I haven't eaten before. So many others. Federico Elton, who came to this city, Federico Elton, and as well Sultan Majid.
Right.
They came to this place because this place was very beautiful and with good scenes. That was the reason they named this city Dar es-Salam. Dar in the Arabic terminology means house, Bayt. As-Salam, peace. So here is the house, the land of peace. As I came from last week till now, I feel tranquility, peace in this city.
Ahsan.
Ahsan.
Thank you. And I think your presence makes it even better. Ladies and gentlemen, Sayyid Jalal. Right, Sayyid Muhammad Hassan.
This is a testament to their humbleness and hospitality, whereby they bring us things that most of the community doesn't even know about. Look how hospitable they were. So a big shout out to them, to especially their father Bashir, to especially the entire family, the mother, the sisters, the brothers. A big round of applause goes to
Brilliant.
them.
MJ, sorry, you requested Dar es-Salam in Quran.
Please.
I wanted to recite that in African melody, African tone, if you don't mind.
At your service, Sayyid Jalal.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والله يدعو إلى دار السلام والله يدعو إلى دار السلام والله يدعو إلى دار السلام ويهدي من يشاء إلى صراط مستقيم صدق الله العلي العظيم
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. Ahsan, Sayyid Jalal. Ahsan. Right, ladies and gentlemen, without much delay, let us take this opportunity, putting your hands together. Help me in welcoming contestant number 1 for Episode 4, Day 4, 2023, Zain Raza Mosin.
Assalamu alaikum.
Is that Sayyid Ali Hakeem up there?
No.
MashaAllah.
Right, Ejaz, over to you. Zain Raza is your guest for tonight.
Ahsan, Jazakallah, Brother MJ. Brother Zain, how are you feeling?
Alhamdulillah. Good, interesting. There are some nerves, but inshallah.
Inshallah.
And what will you be presenting?
An extract from Dua Nutba, inshallah.
Okay, over to the judges. Maybe they can interact with you further.
All right, Sayyid Ali, over to you, please.
Assalamu alaikum, Habibi Zain. Inshallah you're well. I really like your scarf. So great start. Which part specifically of Du'a Nudba? Where does it start from?
Layta Shi'ari.
Layta Shi'ari. And why did you pick Du'a Nudba specifically? How come not another Du'a?
So it's Friday night as well. So inshallah.
Excellent.
Dua Nutba is related to the Imam of the time.
Right.
So that's why I chose this dua.
And do you feel that's the Imam that you connect to the most?
Yes, of course, inshallah.
Ahsant.
Of course, كلهم نور واحد. They are all one light source.
MashaAllah.
Ahsan.
Make sure you take your time and focus on your words. Ahsant.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد ليت شعري أين استقرت بك النوى بل أي ورد تقلك أو ثرى أبي رضوى أو غيرها أم ذي طوى عزيز علي أن نرى الخلق ولا ترى ولا أسمع لك حسيسا ولا نجوى عزيز علي أن تحيط بك دوني البلوى ولا ينالك مني ضجيج ولا شكوى بنفسي أنت من مغيب لم يخل منا بنفسي أنت من نازح ما نزح عنا بنفسي أنت أمنية شائق يتمنى من مؤمن ومؤمنة ذكر فحنا بنفسي أنت من عقيد عز لا يسامى بنفسي أنت من نثيل مجد لا يجارى بنفسي أنت من تلاد نعم لا تضاهى بنفسي أنت من نصيف شرف لا يساوى إلى متى حار فيك يا مولاي وإلى متى وأي خطاب أصف فيك وأي نجوى عزيز علي أن أجاب دونك وأناغى عزيز علي أن أبكيك ويخذلك الورى عزيز علي أن يجري عليك دونهم ما جرى هل من معين فأطيل معه العويل والبكاء هل من جزوع فأساعد جزعه إذا خلا هل قضيت عين فساعدتها عيني على القذام هل للايك يا ابن أحمد سبيل فتلقى هل يتصل يومنا منك بعدة فنحظى متى نرد مناهلك الروية فنروى متى ننتقع من عذب مائك فقد طال الصدى متى نغاديك ونراوحك فنقر عينا متى ترانا ونراك متى ترانا ونراك متى ترانا ونراك
صلوا على محمد وآل محمد
اللهم صل على محمد وآل.
Brilliant. Right, ladies and gentlemen, dear viewers of Friday, my dear judges, on the Friday, we begin our episode with one of the most emotional pieces of du'as you'll ever come across. And I think on a day where we hope one day that the awaited Savior, the Imam of our time, would also make his reappearance. What an exciting moment to be part of, and what a soothing voice to have had the opportunity to listen to. Sayyid Ali, we'll start with you, please.
Ahsant, Zain, what a great start to the show. Wouldn't you say, MJ? Fantastic job. I've heard that today's going to be quite tricky. There's a lot of very good, talented contestants, and you are certainly one of them. You've got a very soft tone to you, and you matched it with the sadness, because of course we are longing for the Imam, and you matched it perfectly. I liked how you broke it up at the end. You repeated it again, repeated, and you broke it slowly. Your fluctuation, your legato, your vibrato, all the fluctuations that you did was to a high level. When you went down, sometimes at the end of a line, it went slightly off pitch, but that's okay. That happens, it's okay. Overall, it was fantastic. I think because of this show, we want to see more range, and I know that you can do it. So that's why I'm still giving you a very high mark. You kept it consistent, because in dua, you can range it, but the style that you went for is more for the peaceful. If you range too much, it breaks away from the harmony. So I would have done exactly what you would have done, but maybe on a show like this, a bit more variety. So I'll give you an example. We started off with later Sha'ri. I'll give you the two varieties that I'm going to do. So I'll start off with how you did it. ليت شعري استقرت بك النوى بل أي ورد تقلك أو ثرى أبي أو غيرها أمضي طوى عزيزا علي أن أرى الخلق ولا ترى. Going back down now. ولا أسمع لك حسيسا ولا نجوى. Here we've gone for two different, and it's the same style, but you can push it further. And your voice is very good. Honestly, you can start reciting now actually on studios. You've got a big future ahead of you. And your voice is quite similar to mine. And I feel like yours is better, inshallah, with continuation of practice. And I think Sayyid Jalal would definitely agree with me in terms of his tone of voice. I think it's top end. So keep up the great work.
Brilliant. Sayyid Jalal, over to you, please.
Zain. You know what's the meaning of Zain?
See?
Zain.
See, adornment.
Ahsant. You are the adornment of Dar es Salaam with this beautiful recitation. 15 years old. Yalla, please, all of you. Round of applause. Round. You know, we have heard many manqabat, many nawha, marshia, Quran recitation, but I was really thirsty for a dua that you recited for us. Beautiful recitation, really, you have very beautiful voice. At this age, 15 years old, the voice is actually shaking, but alhamdulillah, your voice is really stable. You have done a good job. Just I give you some points. Even the maqam you have chosen, it is famous for the Khoja community. That's maqam Nahawan, you recited beautifully. But that was nice because it is conversation. You're talking to Imam of our time. In conversation, we use maqam and Nahawan. You have done a good job. And you made it with the actually sad feeling, which was excellent. Just one important thing. In dua, we don't do as tajweed as we recite in the Holy Quran. Except if we have in dua verses of the Holy Quran. Like for example in Dua Kumail, or even here as well, when we recite Ayatul Tathir, in that case we have to recite as correct as possible like Quran. So we don't do idgham with ghunna in dua, or ikhfa, we don't do it. Do not worry about that. That is one point. And another point you have to inshallah focus, it's about waqf wa ibtida. Stopping and starting. That's very important. Sometimes when you try to start from the verb, so the meaning. So in here, it's better to know the meaning of the dua, the verses. That will help you. I really like the way you emphasized, repeated some part of the dua. That's very good. Especially in dua, notable like Azizun alayhi. And then you carry on. وبنفسي أنت بنفسي أنت. You're talking to Imam of our time. عزيز عليه. I was waiting for a high pitch as well, but you have done a good job. You're the star of, as I mentioned before, Dar es Salaam. أحسنتم ما شاء الله.
Right. I think said Ali, you got something to
Zain,
add?
can you recite can you do matam as well? I've got on my notes here.
Yeah,
Can you just give us 20 seconds of something that you'd like to recite? Can you do it or no?
Of matam?
Yeah, apparently you can do
What do
matam
you
as well.
recite? What do
Give
you
just a
recite?
flavor. It's not going to be part of your score, but I want to just. Can you give us something? Okay. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Ya Maulana, Ya Sahib al-Zaman,
Allah, Allah, mashallah.
Al-Ghaf, Al-Ghaf, Al-Ghaf,
Mashallah.
أدركني 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 الساعة 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 العجل 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 बुलाते हैं रो रो के अहले अज़ाब चले
Allah, 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 Allah.
पे ने मुश्किल कुशा
Allah.
बुलाते हैं रो रो के अहले अज़ाब चले पे ने मुश्किल कुशा तुम्हें हाँ के ज़हरा का है वास्ता चले पे ने मुश्किल कुशा
Brilliant.
Inshallah.
Ahsant, ahsant. Ladies and gentlemen, Zain Raza Mosin. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together in helping me to welcome the first female participant for episode 4, day 4, sister Sakina Mirage. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How are you?
Fine.
How old are you?
5.
Wow. Mac, where were you when you were 5? Talk to us about it.
No comment.
Okay, so let me ask you a very simple question, Sister Sakina. Mommy and Daddy are here?
Yes.
Mom? Front row seating, Dad? Yeah, you have to be front row because Mom's watching there. Right, ladies and gentlemen, for a 5-year-old, this is our youngest contestant in SHIA'S Got Talent 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming Sister Sakina Mirage. Said Muhammad Hassan, over to you, please.
Assalamu alaikum, Sakina.
Walaikum salam.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Alhamdulillah. Will you be giving us a lecture?
Yes.
What will it be about?
I'm gonna recite a small majlis and I have to connect the Noha.
MashaAllah. A majlis about what, if you don't mind me asking?
About Bibi Sakina.
Salamullahi alayha, which is why you are named Sakina as well. So please feel free to go right ahead, Habibti. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ومولانا أبي القاسم المحمد صلوات ربي زدني علما نافعا وأكلا كاملا وقلبا منورا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين صلوات तमाम तारीफ उसके अल्लाह के लिए जिसने हम सबको बनाया और कितनी सारी नेमतें दे और इमाम हुसैन जैसा मौला दिया آقا دیا. اور بی بی سکینہ کون ہے؟ امام حسین کی جان، حضرت عباس کی لاڈلی. اور وہ شام کے زندان میں چلے گئے اور شمع آیا، اس کو تماچے مارے، کرتا جلایا، گوشوارے چھینے. اور وہ شام کے زندان میں سو گئے. اور وہ کہتے کہتے کیا کہتی تھی، اب سب سنی. جب مجھے
اللہ 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 اللہ
دل میں ہے مارا بابا، جب مجھے آپ کے قاتل نے ہے مارا بابا، ہر تماچے پہ سکینہ نے، ہر تماچے پہ سکینہ نے پکارا بابا ہے سب کے. جب مجھے
آپ کے قاتل نے ہے مارا بابا،
مجھے بالوں سے بکتر ہے تماچے مارے، مجھے بالوں سے بکتر ہے تماچے مارے. میں نے سرشمری سے مانگا جو تمہارا بابا سب کے. جب مجھے
آپ کے قاتل نے ہے مارا بابا،
موجود آپ نے تحفے میں مجھے بخشے تھے، وجود آپ نے تحفے میں مجھے بخشے تھے. ان کو بہتر دی سے ظالم نے اتارا بابا ہے سب کے. جب
مجھے آپ کے قاتل نے ہے مارا بابا،
نوک نیزہ پہ اسے دیکھوں تو دیکھوں کیسے، نوک نیزہ پہ اسے دیکھوں تو دیکھوں کیسے. میں اصغر تھا مجھے جا سے بھی پیارا بابا ہے سب کے. جب مجھے
آپ کے قاتل نے ہے مارا بابا،
جب
مجھے آپ کے قاتل نے ہے مارا بابا.
بر محمد وآل محمد صلوات.
صلوات على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وعجل فرجه.
Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Right. You know what? I've heard this recitation, and I think it's one of the most recited Marsha, and I'm sure all of you will agree with me. But for once, this recitation felt like Sayyidah Ruqayya herself was reciting it. I can't. Sayyid Muhammad, over to you.
What can I say? You remind me of the sister of the one you were reciting about, Ruqayya Salamullahi alayha. And I didn't expect that from you. You gave today a proper, full, complete Majlis Aza Hussaini. You began with an introduction, Sallallahu alayka ya Rasulullah. You began then with Quran, Zidni ilma. You entered by giving a short speech, then you transitioned into masa'ib. When you transitioned, your pitch and voice changed because you wanted to distinguish the musibah from the bulk of what you were saying. This is a skill in the Arabic language called gawriz, which is to indicate I know how I'm going to connect my masa'ib to the bulk of what I am saying. When you did that as well, you rounded it all up with a salawat as well. In the middle of all of that, you were showing gestures, and I was taken with you with wherever you were speaking, because we are not here in Dar es Salaam when you spoke. You took us to Karbala. When you brought us there, you then began to gesture with your hands towards your ears, towards your hijab. And this is something I'm going to say, and not to sound controversial, but you have the best hijab I have seen in a while. This is the hijab of Fatima al-Zahra alayha salam.
Ahsant Sayyid.
That is the hijab. And because you looked like it from the outside, it also showed from the inside and vice versa. I don't know what to say, Habibti, except mashallah, and I stand up for you.
Thank you, Sayyid Muhammad Hassan. Sayyid Jalal, please.
Sakina, you brought Sakina to our heart.
Allah.
You know the meaning of your name is calmness. You brought calmness to our heart. You took us to Karbala. Have you ever been to Karbala?
Yes.
Yes? So you were, otherwise I had to send you to Karbala. I wanted to ask either Karbala72 or me myself to take you to Karbala. So you have been in Karbala. I ask if it is possible for Karbala72 to take Sakina again to Karbala, inshallah. I asked them if they cannot fulfill this, I will do inshallah for you.
Inshallah, inshallah. Mohammedjawad, could you believe she's 5 years old?
Yeah.
I can't. You know what? I'll genuinely be honest. And if say Jalal, you can't do it, I will do it. I'll make sure she goes to Karbala.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah. So you have three sources. And what can I give you? Another Nari Haidari. Yes?
Ahsan, Sayyid Jalal. Mulla Muhammedjawad Karim, please.
Sakina, I have no words for you today. You absolutely shattered my heart. You broke my heart. In fact, I think you broke everybody's heart today. I still have tears in my eyes. I don't really have, to be honest, I was right. You're the first contestant so far that I've made no notes for. 0 notes. Then I had to write because my mind was everywhere. So I had to write what I think I'm going to say. You recited, is Urdu the thing you speak at home?
Yeah.
Or would you speak Gujarati or anything else?
I speak Urdu.
Urdu. You're 5 years old and your Urdu is amazing. Every word was pronounced perfectly. The way you recited it, the way your hand was moving, when you said, Mujhe balon se pakad kar hai. I cannot fault anything for today. You know, I'm so proud.
So sorry to disturb. I just got a message now from the Abbas Bandari. He says that they will get her ticket sorted for Karbala.
Yeah.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Sakina, did you hear that? Yeah? Yeah, that you're going to Karbala. Yeah?
MashaAllah.
Credit to the parents for instilling the love of the Ahlul Bayt at this age. I don't think we are wowed just because you're sort of 5 years old. You are actually amazing. Genuinely amazing. Everything you did, it felt like it's within you. Yeah? So, I'm inspired by you, mashallah. Keep it up. Well done.
Brilliant. Said Ali, over to you, please.
Thank you, Mohammed. Fantastic recitation, Sakina. Just touching on some other things basically. Your memory is actually really, really good. For you to memorize all that and do it eloquently without forgetting your words at the age of 5 is something very, very difficult to do. I'm not sure if people know how difficult what you just did. Of course, this is a well-known recitation and you gave it justice. And an interesting fact is that, sometimes we have these performances of Sayyida Sakina, Sayyida Ruqayya, in stages and platforms, and they get a young girl in. Right. But those girls aren't really, close to that age. They're more like 7, 8, aren't they? You're 5, and you are probably the closest thing that we will see that will actually match what happened expressed as Sayyida Sakina. So that is in itself, this is a blessing that you've brought to us on this show. So I'd like to thank you, and I'd like to thank their parents for a great effort.
Sure, Mulla.
I just finally, not to take too much, this kalam is very popular. For those that don't know, this kalam was only released maybe 2-3 years ago maximum. It's been recited loads. And MJ, if you don't mind me saying this, we were in Arba'in and there was a conversation between a group of friends that this Noha has been recited so much, it's hard to connect sometimes. And what she's done today, she's recited a Noha that's been recited maybe almost every day in Ayyam Azhar. And we're just in June, we're not in Ayyam Azhar, we're really going towards Ghadir, but you chose a hard Noha and you broke everybody. I can talk about you for 3 hours, so I'll stop. Once again, you smashed it.
Right, at this point, dear viewers, I would also like to take this opportunity to inform you all and to be informed as well that we are joined by one of our guests today, an invited guest, a reciter, renowned reciter, who also has been to Karbala many a times and has been a great servant of the Ahlul Bayt, Muhammad Ali Moshi. Now, Muhammad Ali, I'll bring you into this conversation right now because there's something I saw here which I have seen in this show that hasn't really worked for a lot of people, but it seems to have worked very well with Sister Sakina. A lecture that had no paper, no phone, and then a recitation of one of the hardest and toughest kalams to recite, no paper, no phone. And then to be able, at the age of 5, to engage, and by saying every single time, everyone together, I think that shows you that this is just not something she's done because she wanted to participate, but it's an inbuilt talent on SHIA'S Got Talent that we really need to explore on. What do you think, Muhammad Ali?
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh jami'an.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Before saying anything about Sakina, as you said that you have been listening to this Noha many times. And last year, me and brother Muhammad Abbas were together in Arba'in. And I recited this Noha more than 3 times. And Muhammad Abbas was like, change the Noha.
Right.
And I never got like that reflected with this Noha. But the way how she recited today, as you said, that it was as like Sayyida Ruqayya was reciting it.
Indeed.
And I've got no words, trust me.
Brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, there's only one contestant who's managed to get the judges and spectators on a standing ovation. And who else than to have this honor? A girl named after the princess of Imam Hussain. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together in appreciating the efforts of Sister Sakina Mirage. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming contestant number 3 for tonight, Seclane Rotancy. Right, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
How are you, Seclane?
Alhamdulillah.
How have the nerves been behind the scenes?
Nerves, everyone has nerves, isn't it? Part of the human body.
Right, apart from a 5-year-old who's just broken hearts and won them at the same time. I don't know how she's done that. But, said Muhammad Hassan, we have a contestant for you.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, Seclane.
Alaikum salam.
What does your name mean?
The hadith of Thaqalain of the Prophet.
So, Thaqalain.
Yeah,
But the tha turned into
it's the English translation.
Asin. Okay. What will you be doing tonight, Habibi?
I will be giving a short speech, discussion, lecture on the performance of Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib at the Battle of Khaybar, but with its relation for us today, being able to implement the lessons and the God-centric intention of the Imam in the battle.
MashaAllah. This will not incorporate any aza at the end, I imagine?
Inshallah, next round.
Khair, inshallah, no problem. You said Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen
Yes.
and the Battle of Khaybar?
Yeah.
So you just want Nari Haidaris, I guess.
So in essence, actually what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to spoil the secret of Imam Ali and his strength.
Inshallah. How long have you been speaking for?
A few years.
Who are some of your
Yes,
favorites?
alhamdulillah.
Who are some of your favorite speakers?
Sorry?
Some of your favorite speakers.
Can't get.
Who are your favorite speakers?
Favorite speakers.
Maulanas.
Sheikh Muhammad Hilli, Sayyid
Wonderful.
Ammar.
Wonderful.
Sayyid Mohammed Hassan Alsheraa.
That's all cool. Okay, Habibi, get right into it. أفلح من صلى على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We read in our fiqh books and we listen to our great scholars preach often about the importance of the niyyah. Indeed, our niyyah is one of the most basic and yet also one of the most important aspects of our lives as Muslims. Our niyyah defines our deeds. Our niyyah is the basis of everything that we do as Muslims. Now, as we know, our niyyah has to be for the sake of Allah, for the pleasure of Allah. Our niyyah has to be qurbatan illallah. Question then, how far can our niyyah take us, and how far do we have to take our niyyah? Is our niyyah limited only to our namaz and our sawm and our hajj? Or is our niyyah something that is all-encompassing? Can it be used as something to guide us throughout our day-to-day lives? Well, to answer this question, let me take you back to the fortress of Khaybar. The Muslims are on the verge of a humiliating defeat. For 25 days, they have laid siege to the great Jewish fortress, and yet they have been unable to get victory. The Prophet calls in Ali. Who else would he call upon? Imam Ali comes out. He grabs the banner and he heads straight for the fortress. From the fortress, out comes Marhab. Marhab comes out and announces himself in the way only a true Khaybari can. With the true Jewish Khaybari ego, he says, I am the one who Khaybar knows as Marhab. Representing the Prophet, out comes Ali. Ali introduces himself and at this point, Ali introduces himself with the beautiful legendary words, Ana alladhi thammadni ummi Haidara. I am the one who his mother named him Haidar.
MashaAllah. Allah.
It is at this point that Marhab has lost his battle. Who needs Zulfikar? Who needs Zulfikar when you have the tongue of Ali?
MashaAllah.
Marhab stumbles, Marhab struggles, Marhab goes to retreat. And yet, how far can you run from the lion of Allah? How far can you run from Asadullah? Imam strikes, and the strike hits the helmet, and the strike goes through the skull, and the strike reaches the teeth of Marhab. This great Jewish warrior has been split in half. The Jewish warrior is down. And yet the troubles of the Muslims are not over. The Jews still seek refuge behind a great door. This door is not a normal door. It is a door that 44 men cannot lift. 44 men cannot lift. What a big problem. Are the Muslims going to lose? What a big problem for the Muslims. And yet, what problem? Brothers and sisters, what problem is too great for Mushkil Kusha to solve? Imam Ali goes to the fortress. He picks up the door. No, he not only picks up the door, he uses it as a bridge for the companions to cross over. Having seen this display, the Jews had no hope. The Jews had no life. The Jews have surrendered to the Muslims. Now, shortly thereafter, Imam is enjoying a meal with Bibi Fatima. So, Imam loves to have the really hard, dry bread when he has his meals. Imam goes to break the bread, fails. It's bread. It's still not metal. It's not the door of Khaybar. Goes to break the bread again, fails again. This is the Imam. This is the Imam. He's failed to break bread twice. The Bibi asks the Imam, Ya Imam, you lifted that gate that many people could not lift. And yet here you are failing to break bread? Something doesn't add up here. The Imam replies a line, and brothers and sisters, I need your attention for this one line. This one line is a line for your lives. The Imam says, this bread I am breaking is for myself. It is for my own sustenance. That gate that I lifted was for the sake of Allah.
Allah, Allah, Allah. Allah, Allah.
Khalas.
Khalas.
That, what more do you need? What more do you need from Amirul Mu'mineen? Brothers and sisters, what the Imam is saying here is he did not lift that gate with his physical strength. No, he lifted it with his spiritual strength. He lifted it because he lifted it qurbatan ilallah. He lifted it for the sake of Allah. My question now to you, brothers and sisters, why can we not implement this God-centric intention in our day-to-day lives? This is a key that Imam has given us. We need to use this key to reach our objectives. Brothers and sisters, why can, when we're going to work, why can we not have it in our minds that, Ya Allah, I am not going to work just to earn sustenance. No, I am going because you have commanded it. No, I am going to work because it achieves your pleasure. I am going to work because it is also qurbatan illallah. Brothers and sisters, if we are able to implement qurbatan illallah into our hearts, into our day-to-day lives, there is no obstacle that can keep us from reaching our objectives. And we pray to Allah that He gives us the tawfiq to reach all of our objectives in this world and the hereafter, inshaAllah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Right. Said Muhammad, we have a new way of reciting a majlis now that I think needs to be implemented.
Inshallah.
It's called the Seclane Rotancy Tony Robinson way.
MashaAllah. You know, that's right. You presented with a very TED style presentation talk. I think that's nice. You know, we don't need to be cocooned just to the physical member, although you are upgrading it to this platform and stage. So wherever you go, you adapt. So that's very good. So MashaAllah. Seclane, Habibi, good work. The topic, the content is very important. But as you know, the most important part of a lecture is not the content, it's the confidence. You carried the confidence, that was very good. The content, as I said, is beautiful. God-centricism in respect to Imam Amirul Mu'mineen, and the example is his Khaybar performance. The thing I'd like to say is you began with, you said, what is a niyyah? But you never explained what a niyyah is in English. Always assume that the audience doesn't know what you're referring to with respect to the Arabic terminology. A niyyah means what? What does a niyyah mean? Intention. That's it. Just say it once, and then for the rest of the lecture, say niyyah from now on. But you need to also give the audience that piece of advice or that definition as well. You have great stage control, mashallah. You walked all around, like I said, TED style talk. You had no notes, which is really cool. Good job. That was really nice. The thing is, you translated Imam Amirul Mu'mineen's statement, rather, you said it in Arabic, and then you translated it, but you didn't say marhab statement in Arabic. If they're going to be interchanged, marhab said this, but then Imam Amirul Mu'mineen said this. Use both of them in the language and translate them. قد علمت خيبر إني مرحب شاكي الصلاح بطل مجرب. Then translate it. Then you got to Amir al-Mu'mineen أنا الذي سمتني أمي حيدر ليث قسورة إلى آخره. So that would add more consistency in the fact that you translated this one and you said it, and you translated this one and you said it, because they're related to what you were trying to say. You're very emotional, which is great. A successful lecture is not a monotone one. You expect us to be emotional, you have to also be emotional. Don't force emotion. Let it flow naturally, like the flowing waters of Zanzibar. Let it come out naturally, beautifully. Don't force anything, because then you enter the territory of riya, you know what I mean, showing off. And you never did that, but these are also reminders I give to myself on a daily basis. Overall, you did very well. You got what you wanted to do. There were these points on translating things, and if you're going to be saying something in Arabic, be consistent. Your flow was decent. You need more practice in these areas, but I think you were flawless regardless overall. Jazakallah khair. Ahsant, Habibi.
Right, brilliant, Sayyid Muhammad. Sayyid Jalal, over to you, please.
Thaqalain. You know the question Sayyid asked you, what is the meaning of Thaqalain?
It's Quran and the Ahlul Bayt. The Prophet had a hadith.
Yeah, two heavy things. Thaqalain, because it's muthanna, two heavy things. In your lecture, you have used many things of the Ahlul Bayt, but one part, which is Thaqalain, two heavy things. You have done the Ahlul Bayt, what about reference from Quran about Amir al-Mu'mineen? Habibi. Yes, that's number one. Overall, mashallah, beautiful lecture. You have energy, you gave us energy. Sometimes even you scared me with that intonation, mashallah, beautiful. So really, and one part as well, if I'm not mistaken, because the Holy Prophet addressed this, calling of Imam Ali, so actually the Holy Prophet wanted other people to come forward. But later on, Imam Ali was the only person who came and actually raised the door of Khaybar. I really like the structure. So you had a structure, you had conclusion, because I have written here what is the reason, what is the result. So Imam Ali has this power. This power is not from Imam Ali himself. It's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has you done. Alhamdulillah, you have energy, and definitely you will serve both Quran and Ahlul Bayt, inshallah. Thank you very much.
Inshallah. Brilliant, Sayyid Jalal. Ladies and gentlemen, help me in appreciating the efforts of Seclane Rotancy. Thank you. Right, ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming the fourth contestant for the fourth episode on the fourth day of SHIA'S Got Talent, Brother Asghar Surani. Assalamu alaikum, Asghar. How are you?
Fine.
You seem a bit nervous. Yeah. So your brother, who is in India, which one?
Both of them.
Okay, so one of them has messaged me and said, I make sure that you're not nervous and to give you a special hug from him. Yeah. Can you guess who it is? You clearly don't know who your favorite brother is, but Mehdi's asked me to make sure that you're not nervous. Yeah? So take it easy and we'll be there. Mulla Muhammedjawad Karim, over to you.
Ahsan, Salaam alaikum, Asghar, how are you?
I'm fine.
Yes. Are you looking forward to reciting tonight?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you going to be reciting for us tonight?
Marcia.
Marcia? Which one?
Mili dono ko.
Can you maybe, for the benefit of the crowd and the judges, just explain the topic and maybe the first line?
Yeah. Mili dono ko ummat se aziyat ek jaisi thi.
Hi.
So it means like, it refers to the similarities and difficulties that were happening to Bibi Fatima and Bibi Sakina.
Hi, mashallah. Relax, we're here to help you. We're really looking forward to recitation. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Mili dono ko ummat se अज़ियत एक जैसी थी, मिली दोनों को उम्मत से अज़ियत एक जैसी थी। सकीना और ज़हरा की, सकीना और ज़हरा की मुसीबत एक जैसी थी, मिली दोनों को امت سے اذیت ایک جیسی تھی بنا گھر ایک کا یثرب سے باہر غم میں احمد کے سکینہ اپنے بابا کو ہے روئی قید خانے سے پدر سے دور رونے کی پدر سے دور رونے کی بھی قسمت ایک جیسی تھی ملی دونوں کو امت سے اذیت ایک جیسی تھی گئی دربار جب زہرا تو جھوٹا کہہ کے رلوایا سکینہ جب گئی دربار باغی کہہ کے بلوایا لگائی وقت کے ظالم لگائی وقت کے ظالم نے تہمت ایک جیسی تھی ملی دونوں کو امت سے اذیت ایک جیسی تھی جواں زہرا تھی اور بالی سکینہ 4 سالوں کی کمر خم ہو گئی اس عمر میں ان بے سہاروں کی سنا ہے ان کے بالوں کی سنا ہے ان کے بالوں کی رنگت ایک جیسی تھی ملی دونوں کو امت سے اذیت ایک جیسی تھی سکینہ اور زہرا میں ملا یہ ربط بھی لوگوں سمجھ کے فاطمہ ایسے ستایا بنت سرور کو یوں لگتا تھا رضا دونوں یوں لگتا تھا رضا دونوں کی صورت ایک جیسی تھی ملی دونوں کو امت سے اذیت ایک جیسی تھی محمد صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم
اللہم صل علی محمد وعلی محمد
Ahsant, brother Asghar Surani. We'll start with you, Mulla Muhammad Karim, please.
Brother Asghar, beautiful recitation. I love the concept. It's not an easy concept. I love the kalam. Your command in the Urdu language is superb. You know, you said kamar kham. How old are you again? 13. That's brilliant. The command on the language, irrespective of whether it's your mother tongue or not, I still felt it was really good. I also like the fact this is written by your brother. Yeah, his takhallus is Raza. He uses Raza, and so you recited that maqta at the end. That shows to me you know what you are doing, because not many reciters, they won't use the maqta, but if they do use the maqta, they won't use it in the right place. So that is excellent. The intelligence there, mashallah, well done. Okay. In terms of any sort of tips and feedback, I would have loved you the way my voice is similar to my dear friend Muhammad Ali is not with me. So I would have, otherwise I would have given you an example. But the ek jaisi was the same as the sort of entre. I think you'll understand what that means. So if you put, because that is the punchline, ek jaisi thi, the ek jaisi thi, the tone and the emotion has to be different to the rest of the, because that's what you're trying to say. This happened, but the state of their sort of hair, for example, ek jaisi thi. So that I would love to see. I could hear the crowd wanted to recite with you, so try and engage the crowd. Just once, if you say sab milke, the whole crowd will be with you, because they were with you. So again, this is another piece. And the final piece is, you're using your throat a lot in your recitation. I know this is a theme here, but if you, in future, try and use your diaphragm and push the voice out from your chest. I think your recitation can go very far, mashallah. But I love your intelligence in terms of Urdu kalam, mashallah. May Allah bless you and your family, and we look forward to hearing much more of you. Ahsantum.
Brilliant. Mullah Muhammad Karim. Said Ali, over to you, please.
Thank you very much, Asghar, for your recitation. I could really sense the overall theme of sadness. And of course, you've dressed appropriately to match that theme. So very good job on that. And is your brother, is he a well-known poet? Or?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
very well-known poet.
Who recited, just remind me this kalam?
Ali Dala.
Yeah, his brother is based in India.
Right.
His name is Ali Dala, and he's an excellent poet.
Right, fantastic.
I would say he's a renowned Shair Ahlul Bayt.
How old is the brother?
Is maybe late 20s.
Late 20s, because it reminds me of me and my brother, because he's a poet, so he writes my stuff. So you remind me of you and your brother. So great job. I think focusing slightly on the melody and pitching, we can develop that. But again, you're still young. You've got a long road of khidmah ahead of you, and even the top people still will work on their melody and pitching. So keep working on that. But of course, you've got a team around you. You've got a good voice. Inshallah, a great future ahead of you.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, Asghar Surani. Ladies and gentlemen, help me in welcoming Muhammad Ali Dala.
Salamun alaikum.
Wa alaikum
Salaam wa rahmatullah.
Right, nervous? Oh, look at that. Right, Sir Jalal, over to you.
Great man. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I really, of course you mentioned, but brown is, I think, your set. You match everything with the brown color, yeah? MashaAllah, MashaAllah. So, how old are you?
10.
10. What you are going to recite for us?
Chalte Chalte by Chandan Faizabadi.
MashaAllah.
Wow, wow,
MashaAllah. Wow, 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 wow. When did you first start reciting? When did you first start reciting? Do you remember? Yeah?
2020.
If you win $2,000, what you want to do with $2,000?
I'll give it on charity.
To charity, all of them.
अपनी आँखों से ही देख लेना मुफ्तियों तुम जरा चलते चलते अपनी आँखों से ही देख लेना
माशाल्लाह
मुफ्तियों तुम जरा चलते चलते
वाह वाह वाह
डालेंगे फतवे तुम्हारे फिर जुलूसे आजाद चलते
चलते माशाल्लाह क्या बात है
तो को जंजीर ये कह रहे थे कि यजीद अब है तेरी तबाही
वाह 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 माशाल्लाह बहुत अच्छा बहुत अच्छा
को जंजीर ये कह रहे थे कि यजीद अब है तेरी तबाही जिसको बीमार समझा था तूने
क्या बात है
तक आ गया चलते चलते कुछ कदम हुड़ पड़ा शे की जानिब कुछ कदम शे पड़े की जानिब
वाह माशाल्लाह माशाल्लाह
कुछ कदम हुड़ पड़ा शे की जानिब कुछ कदम शे पड़े की जानिब बख्श दी चंद लम्हों में शहने की साई खता चलती
सुभान अल्लाह माशाल्लाह जीते रहो
बोले असगर हुमा के ये रनवे बाबले आए थे साथ वरना
माशाल्लाह
बोले असगर हुमा के ये रनवे बाबले आए थे साथ वरना मैं मदीने भी होता
वाह वाह वाह
घुटनियों कर
क्या बात है माशाल्लाह क्या बात है हाय 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 थोड़ी खा के
शिफा चलते चलते
जी
खुद को रोज़े पे
क्या कहने वाह 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 क्या मिसरा है
मेरा दिल फख्र से ये पुकारा खुद को रोज़े पे जब शेख देखा मेरा दिल फख्र से ये पुकारा आज करबला आ गई है मेरी माँ की
दुआ चलते चलते वाह माशाल्लाह वाह 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 वाह
अपनी आँखों से
मिलके पढ़े सब खिले ना मुफ्तियों तुम जरा
चलते चलते बावाज़े बुलंद सलावत
Allah. Wow. Scintillating, exciting, energizing, and a standing ovation. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time. Absolutely brilliant. Wow. I don't know if all those who are doing wahwa were your family or friends, but
Boosters.
bring them every day because that was a lot of energy in this room. Mulla Mohammed Abbas Karim, if you can just translate this line for us.
Because
one?
yeah,
Which
The Imam
reactions
Sajjad one.
and sentiments
तो
were
तो
all
जंजीर
yeah.
ये कह रहे थे वो कह रहे हैं the chains that were around it's referring to the chains of
But isn't
Imam
that very
Sajjad.
sad?
No listen the chains are saying ऐ यजीद अब है तेरी तबाही now Yazid you are finished जिसको बीमार समझा था तूने the one that you thought was ill is now going to walk to you but the way the reason it's so good is because chalte chalte means walking.
Yes.
So it's the thing. It's an Urdu expression, but so it's not sad. It's using those things that were sad and saying, actually, you did this. Now we're going to do this to you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, there was one. For example, chalte chalte. I woke up and I found myself. खुद को रोज़े पे शह के देखा. I found myself at the shrine of Imam Hussain. Then I realized that it was my mother's du'as that made me get to your shrine, chalte chalte.
MashaAllah.
Wow.
MashaAllah. Ahsan,
Brilliant,
ahsan.
brilliant.
Excellent.
Good job.
Now that you have said chalte chalte, I'll come to you aste aste.
Okay. Muhammad Ali, what a fabulous recitation. I said this again, I'm not repeating my comments, I promise, but you said this kalam was by Chandan Faizabadi, which it is. But at your age, I promise you there's people my age that will not have a clue who Chandan Faizabadi is. And if there's people in the crowd who know who Chandan Faizabadi is, who wrote this kalam, he delivered it exactly like him, but with your own touch. Because everybody assumes this manqabat is somebody else. There's 2 or 3 people that have recorded it, but Chandan is the original. Not only did you recite it like him, you also had your attire, it was very traditional, and everything was matching. Said that you were the pilot, but what was even more amazing, you were a pilot, but there was no turbulence.
Which I was about to come to because you said up and down, a very rocky plane to be in.
It goes
up and down smooth. Take off and landing,
Enjoy
no
it,
turbulence.
Right.
And you land in Zanzibar and then we drink karak chai, inshallah.
So, excellent recitation. The only tip I would give you is start with the salawat, for example. And between each verse, let the crowd recite such a popular kalam. But that's no fault. The way you delivered it, your breath, your Urdu, you went up and down. You recited it so well, so now I'm going to come to you, chalte chalte.
Ahsan.
Gio, Gio, Gio.
Ya Ali. Ahsan. Said Ali, over to you, please.
MashaAllah, Muhammad, amazing. You've got a very deep voice for a 10-year-old. Your natural speaking voice is very deep. But it's quite interesting because this age is a difficult age, but you were reaching the higher pitches, which is very difficult for a person who has a deep voice. You opened up very, very well, and your expression was fantastic. I don't think we've had a crowd reaction like this before, so that is fantastic, and you're only 10. We have something in the technical world called vocal cord tension, which is how strong a voice is. Normally, the more that a person trains, the stronger the voice becomes, and you are able to master the higher pitches and the lower pitches even well. But yours is already very good. So God knows what you're going to be when you're 15, 16, 17. My only advice is just keep going. Keep going, and then eventually, inshallah, we'll be seeing you here sat as one of the judges.
Inshallah.
Jazakallah khair jaza.
Inshallah. Ladies and gentlemen, Muhammad Ali Dala. Join me in welcoming contestant number 6, Mozamel Dungey. Assalamu alaikum, Mozamel.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you?
Good, how are you?
You okay? All good?
Yeah.
Very confident young man we have there. Said Ali, over to you, please.
Assalamu alaikum, habibi.
Salam, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, yourself?
I'm good too.
Excellent. Mozamel, how old are you?
I'm 19 years old.
19 years old. And what are you going to be doing for us today?
I'll be reciting a Marsiya today.
Marsiya, excellent. And who's it about?
It's about Imam Hussain. It's about the conversation between Malik al-Maut and Allah.
Malik al-Maut and Allah. That's something different. That's a unique concept.
Yes, I was actually motivated to recite it today, and I also realized that he recited it also, the person next to you. So I was so happy.
Is it one of yours?
No,
actually,
this is originally
it's by a famous reciter known as Shadman Raza.
Yes.
And he recited it too, so I got to see him reciting in a slowed version, so it was easier for me to practice it too.
Excellent. Right. Well, let's see how you do.
Khuda ne jab Malakul Maut ko ye izn diya کہ روح حضرت سرور نکال کر لے آ رہے خیال کے شبیر کو نہ ہو حسین پہلے ہی زخموں سے چور چور ہوا ملک پکارا یہ مجھ سے نہ ہو سکے گا خدا میں کس طرح سے نکالوں بدن سے جان حسین بہت ہی سخت ہے یار یہ امتحان حسین ندائے آئی سے گردن ندائے آئی کے گردن سے کھینچ جائیں ان کی کہاں میں کیا کروں گردن پہ چل رہی ہے چھری छुरी पकड़ के ये चिल्लाती है कोई बीबी, न ज़िबहा कर मेरे बच्चे को मैं दुआ दूंगी, न ज़िबहा कर मेरे बच्चे को मैं दुआ दूंगी। मैं किस तरह से निकालूं बदन से जाने हुसैन, बहुत ही सख्त है या रब ये इम्तिहान हुसैन। मुतीए हुक्म हो पर फिक्र है ये यज़दान, हर एक उज़्र है ज़ख्मी लगाऊं हाथ कहाँ, खुदा पुकारा ये मुश्किल करेंगे हम आसान, न तू निकाल मेरे आशिके गरीब की जान। मैं खुद निकाल रहा हूँ बदन से जाने हुसैन के ख़त्म होने को अब है ये इम्तिहान हुसैन। मोहम्मद सल्लल्लाहु।
Right, Mulla Mohammed Karim, we'll start with you, please.
That was a beautiful recitation. You took us all to the day of Ashura. I love the fact that you recognized it was a Marsiya style and you took, because we sit and recite, and that's what you did. I really like that. You can feel the atmosphere in the room is somber because of how you recited. I liked how you said Behlehi and the emphasis on that word. Behlehi was, it's really important, every single, because the intro is the key for this kalam, and you did that really well. You've got good control on your voice. I loved how you said Jane Hussein. You really brought the Jan out. Yeah, you really brought the life into that word. And what the hardest thing with this kalam is the मैं किस तरह से निकालूं. It's very hard to go from where you end and then go up. I've heard a lot of people recite this and they lose the pitch. Not necessarily because they don't know how to do it, because there's a lot of emotion, but you kept that pitch on that. So that was beautiful. I think on this kalam, because of the emotion, I would have liked to see, not that it was amazing, but maybe if it was delivered at maybe half a scale higher. Khuda, that pitch, maybe. But again, this is a tip. There's some parts where I think you could have, your le'a, I would have liked it to be that as opposed to le'a. It gives you these are small things, by the way. It was really good. And then what's the chillati bit? There's one part which says chillati. Yeah, I would have liked you to put the chillati into the word and emphasize that this is, because your chillati was more like a damp, a soft word. It would have good, but again, that's something. One bit, your Urdu is great, but I felt there was you said khayal instead of khayal. I think where your context of the word was saying kaha, I think you said kaha, which is where. And then instead of khatm, you said khatm. But your Urdu overall is great. So if you could work on some of the pronunciation, it will become perfect. I was about to say that you did the last verse second, but you did the last verse last, the muti. So brilliant. For recognize how you're ending, you have a lot of dard and soars in your voice, to the extent that said Jalal, who is an ustad of the voice, said to me, is this soars? So you've got natural soars, inshallah. Many prayers for you and your parents. A beautiful, emotional recitation. Ahsan.
Ahsan. Said Ali.
Habibi, ahsant, jazakumullah khair al-jaza. Beautiful recitation, very heartfelt recitation. I think your low pitch was very, very under control. The second half of your high pitch was better than the first half of the high pitch. I felt we were trying to push there, and then eventually we're getting there. There are many easy ways to improve that, but because you've already got a great stable voice, it's easy to push up further. It actually reminds us of a qasida that, not qasida, because you guys call qasida a different thing, of Azza recitation that we have in Arabic for the defna of Imam Hussain, where Imam Zain al-Abidin is burying Imam al-Hussain, and it's a very similar pitch. I want to give you just two lines. Ya dafan arid awsik min tidfin abul yimma bhada نزل بقبره ولم وصال كل جسمه يدفان. So it's interesting how you can have Arabic language, but you've got Urdu, and they're more or less playing with the same recitation. So perhaps maybe even one day I can hear you recite Arabic, inshallah. You've got a very good future ahead of you. Great job.
Thank you, Said Ali. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Kenya, Mozamel Dungey. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming contestant number 7, Abis Ali Kashmiri. Assalamu alaikum. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have with us Abis Ali Kashmiri, Mulla Muhammad Abbas Karim. Over to you, please.
Ahsantum. Brother Abis Ali, Salaam alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam.
I love your name. I haven't heard many people call Abis Ali. Very unique. I've got actually a close friend of mine called Abis Ali. So you are my other close friend. Can you introduce what you're going to be reciting today?
I'll be reciting a qasida.
Okay.
वो घर के हुक्म जहाँ फातिमा के चलते हैं.
One of my favorites. I'm really looking forward to it.
By Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad salawat. Sayyada Tahira Raziya Sayyada Tahira Raziya Marziya Wo ghar ke hukm jahan Fatima ke chalte hain वो घर के हुक्म जहाँ फातिमा के चलते हैं तमाम काम वहीं से तमाम काम वहीं से खुदा के चलते हैं वो घर के हुक्म जहाँ फातिमा के चलते हैं ये कैसी राह गुज़र है
क्या बात है
ये कौन सा दे है ये कैसी राह गुजर है ये कौन सा दर है कि मुस्तफ़ा भी यहाँ से झुका के चलते हैं वो
جبیں پہ فخر سے رومال سیدہ باندھے جبیں پہ فخر سے رومال سیدہ باندھے امام والوں میں ہرمز مسکرا کے چلتے ہیں وہ گئے کہ حکم جہاں
جیتے رہو ماشاءاللہ
فاطمہ کے چلتے ہیں سیدہ طاہرہ راضیہ مرضیہ بنا نہ لے کوئی دنیا اٹھا کے وہ میٹی بنا نہ لے کوئی دنیا اٹھا کے وہ میٹی یوں نقش پا تیرے حیدر چھپا کے چلتے ہیں وہ گئے کہ حکم جہاں فاطمہ کے چلتے ہیں اے ہوئے نہ گھبرائے کربو
کیا بات ہے
کی بستی ہے اے ہر نہ گھبرائے کربو بلا کی بستی ہے یہاں پہ فیصلے والے اب آ کے چلتے ہیں وہ گئے کہ حکم جہاں فاطمہ کے چلتے ہیں کہا اجل سے تکلم سے انتظار کرو کہا اجل سے تکلم نے انتظار کرو ثنائے فاطمہ زہرا سنا کے چلتے ہیں وہ گئے کہ حکم جہاں
ماشاءاللہ
فاطمہ کے چلتے ہیں بر محمد وآل محمد صلوات
Ahsant. A very filling and a very heartfelt recitation. I think the judges are all nodding and agreeing that the voice was very, very powerful. So we'll start with Sayyid Ali, please.
Ahsant Abis, thank you very much for your participation in the dhikr of the Ahlul Bayt members. How long have you been reciting for?
Ji?
How long have you been reciting for? How many years?
Like from the past 6-7 years.
Past 6-7 years, fantastic. And how old are you? Sorry, I didn't...
14.
40, okay, right. Okay, that's fantastic. So, obviously we're at this age where the voice is transacting and it's changing. I think there can be overall general melody and pitch improvement, but one thing that you can easily change is something called voice suppression. And that you can just switch it really easily. There's not much training required. When a person recites, they need to have a good amount of breathing and they need to open up a bit. So for example, if I'm going to do the chorus, Ya Fatima Madluma, I'm going to do it in the way where it's suppression and I'm going to open it up and you'll see the difference, okay? Ya Fatima Madluma, Ya Fatima Mahruma. So I've closed my voice on purpose. Now if I open up and bring it a notch higher with the pitch, Ya Fatima Madluma, Ya Fatima Mahruma. And that doesn't really require any skill. You need to push it up a bit, okay? So that's my feedback to you. I think continue with your servitude, continue improving, and inshallah we'll look forward to seeing more of you. Ahsant.
Ahsant. Mulla Muhammad Karim, please.
Ahsantum, my dear brother. What a beautiful recitation. It was a great choice. Really nice kalam. I love that you did the intro so nicely. The start, we felt like there was a nice, soothing manqabat coming on. It was clear that you understood the kalam. I was really hoping when you said muskurate, you would smile, and you did smile. That's really good intelligence for the kalam. And what I saw was you grew throughout the kalam. So you started off a little bit and then as the kalam went, you were more confident and comfortable. I would say maybe engage the crowd a bit more because they were there. There was a lot of wah-wah, by the way. I don't know if you could hear it, but you were in the chalte hain high bit. So just sometimes move away and let the crowd do it. The one key fundamental bit for me was that the pitch, you were reciting on 2 scales. So when the thing was supposed to be higher, you went to a lower scale. So I would advise you definitely continue. One person that recites this kalam really well is my dear brother, Mulla Muhammad Ali Moshi. I'm going to request him just to show the Astai and Sani. Agar aap pad denge bas wo Astai aur Sani. And just listen to how he's maintained. You've chosen I told Sayyid Jalal, it's a very technical kalam. Aghajan, Bismillah.
Sayyada Tahira Raziya Marziya.
Look at the feeling.
Sayyada Tahira Raziya Marziya. वो घर के हुक्म जहाँ फातिमा के चलते हैं.
Look at tamam.
तमाम काम वही से. तमाम काम वही से. खुदा के चलते हैं.
वाह माशाल्लाह, बहुत अच्छा.
घर के
क्या बात है.
फातिमा के चलते.
So Ahsan, thank you so much, Mulla, for that. I think you have mentors here. If you take him as your mentor, I think you can go really far because your choice and your understanding. The only other thing I would say, and I was really impressed by this, you made a mistake in the maqta. You said kaha ajal se takallum se. Suna apne na? And then you realized, and then the second one you said what? Kaha ajal se takallum ne. So you improvised and you made it correct. So it shows that even if you make a mistake, you're correcting yourself. Brilliant choice, brilliant recitation. I have many duas for you. Ahsant.
Ahsant, Mulla Muhammad Abbas Karim. Right. Now we have with us contestant number 8. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Brother Taha Narsin.
Taha, assalamu alaikum habibi.
Wa alaikum salam.
Taha, how old are you?
I'm 29.
29, fantastic. Yeah. I think you're the only one that we've not got the age today. And how long have you been reciting Nohas for?
For how long?
How long?
Okay,
how many years?
I started when I was at the age of 10.
Okay, so you're an experienced Noha reciter, 19 years. And who do you listen to mainly when it comes to Noha reciters?
Almost everyone.
Everyone. So you try and build up your skill sets from different reciters. Yes, fantastic. Do you feel like with the recitation today that you're going to present to us, do you feel that this recitation will help you to go into the semi-final?
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Okay, right. Confident? Taha's very confident. And what is the recitation itself? Okay. What's it about?
I am reciting a Noha. It describes the moment when Bibi Zainab was at Tilla Zainabia and watching the martyrdom of Imam Hussain Alsheraa.
What she witnessed, basically.
Yeah.
What she witnessed as she was on the hill, looking over the battlefield.
Looking towards the Imam Hussain when Shimr was on the chest of Imam Hussain.
Salamullahi ala. Salamullahi ala. Tafadhal, ahsan.
Bar Muhammad wa ali Muhammad salawat.
Allahumma salli ala.
रुका
70 قدم تھی دور یہ
Allah, Allah, Allah.
زینب حسین سے ارے بھائی بھائی پکارتی رہی میں پھر بھی خنجر نہیں رکا ماں بھائی بھائی پکارتی رہی میں پھر بھی خنجر نے ارے شمر نے کی پھر ایسی گستاخی مجھ سے دیکھا نہیں گیا ماں بھائی بھائی پکار all together میں پھر بھی ارے تم جو زلفیں سوار کرتی تھی انہی زلفوں میں ہاتھ تھا اس کا ارے جہاں بوسے دیے تھے نانا نے اسی گردن سے خون ٹپاتا تھا تیرا ضربے تھی کند خنجر تھا اور شبیر کا گلا ماں بھائی بھائی پکارتی رہی میں پھر بھی ماشاءاللہ ماں بھائی بھائی پھر بھی خنجر نہیں ارے جب چلایا تھا شمر نے خنجر میں نے آنکھوں سے اپنی دیکھا تھا ہاتھ اپنے اٹھا کے پہلو سے اور تو نے سوکھے گلے پہ رکھا تھا ارے انگلیاں زخمی ہو گئی ہوں گی انگلیاں زخمی ہو گئی ہوں گی ارے ہاتھ مجھ سے تو نہ چھپا بھائی پکارتی رہی میں پھر کام ہے بھائی بھائی
میں پھر بھی خنجر نہیں رکا
اور کیسی نفرت تھی ان کے سینوں میں یہ بھی سوچا نہ شام والوں نے ارے دین اسلام میں ذبیحہ تک ذبح پیاسے نہیں کیے جاتے ارے 3 دن سے حسین پیاسا تھا اور یہ بھی سوچا نہیں گیا ماں بھائی بھائی پکارتی رہی میں پھر بھی خنجر نہیں رکا
صلی علی محمد و آل محمد. Ahsant, a very heartbreaking recitation. A very powerful voice for a piece of poetry that would break any heart out there. And with your permission, dear judges and guests, Mullah Muhammad Karim, you remember that the first time you recited this, we were seated at the door of Imam Hussain.
Yes.
And there's a line in this particular marsha, if I may call that talks about how every time Shimmer committed the heinous act, Sayyidah Zahra, Imam Hussain kept calling for Abul Fadl. Is this the same one?
No, this is another one, but the theme is very similar. But I know which one you're talking about, but this is the same theme, and we also recited this on the same day.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, may your tears be a gateway to Karbala, and may every tear that has been shed here be a source of mercy for us and our parents. And I repeat this, and it gives me great pride in having the opportunity to keep repeating these words, that there is no greater honor in this world than having the opportunity to shed a tear for Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. I promise you that. No matter, many a times we have these conversations, no matter how hard your life must have been, no matter how tough it is, but that one tear for a man who was mercilessly killed, for some reason our hearts find comfort. And may your hearts find comfort in the talent that has just been shown right in front of you. Mullah Muhammad Karim, we'll start with you, please.
Ahsantum, my dear brother Taha. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Today is difficult because I'm lost for words all the time. I'll give you comments because I have to give you comments, but okay, let's start. It was a really, really nice start with the Amma. That is very difficult. In fact, even the way you started before, I'll come to my last point just now, but I know that you are already an experienced reciter, but it was very evident. You started with the salawat, the Amma was absolutely perfect. It's very hard. Your delivery was amazing. Your engagement of the crowd was superb, especially because it's very difficult to start and stop tempo, on, off. And I know why you did it. And for me, that's full marks for how you did it. Your Urdu is great. I would like to say to you that you are not only an asset, but I would like to thank you for entering, because I would like to thank you for entering because you are already an experienced reciter, and I want the world to see what sort of talent we have in Dar es Salaam, and you are that talent, mashallah. And I just want to end with one thing. I just want to end with one thing. I know that I've been up a few times now. I didn't stand for you because I was a bit broken. But I would like to come up, because I didn't stand for you before, but I would like to come up and just acknowledge what a great reciter you are.
We never met, but I saw you many times. Yes, thank you.
Thanks, Mullah Muhammad Abbas Karim. Over to you, Sayyid Ali, please.
Jazakallah, Mullah Taha. What a beautiful recitation, heartfelt recitation. Your voice agility, which is the smoothness of changing between notes, is absolutely mind-blowing. Wallah, mind-blowing. And I hear a lot of Nohas. We have a big Pakistani community in England. And you are top. 100% top. I've not heard better than this. I had to give you a 10 for the tune and a 10 for the stability of your vocals. I can't push further than that. We have, in the Arab world, a similar concept to what you just did, where you alter between Noha, which is when you do the matam, then you interchange into some kind of masa'ib, and then you go back to Noha. We tend to recite this at the end of the general Noha session. So when people are getting a bit tired, they sit down and then we start intermitting. So perhaps I'm thinking maybe for the future, we can interchange between Arabic and Urdu, and we'll make something infused and we can share it to the world. You're fantastic. Wallah, God bless you. Thank you very much.
Brilliant, brilliant, absolutely brilliant feedback. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, a big round of applause for Brother Taha Nasir. Ladies and gentlemen, just about heading to the pinnacle of the show. We are, with this, going to be 2/3 through to tonight's episode. So, join me in welcoming Brother Ali Haider Saeed Musa. We have a nasheed, and Sayyid Jalal, over to you, please.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum salam.
How are you doing?
I'm feeling well. Alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah. So, how old are you, great man?
How old?
Yes.
I have 19 years
19 years old. What do you want to recite for us tonight?
old. Nasheed.
Wow, you will smash it. Tonight is, as I told you, Brother MJ, tonight is a finale. We had dua, we had, mashallah, manqabat, matam, nawha, and as well we have, inshallah, nasheed. But the Quran is missing. Okay, good. What is this nasheed about?
Nasheed is about the message of Imam Hussain on what occurred there at the Bayt of Karbala. So what was Imam targeting? What Imam wants?
So that is happy, by the way, because nasheed is normally happy. It's not sad, no? It is happy.
No, it's sad.
It is sad.
It is sad nasheed.
Okay, let's see what you have for us, inshallah.
Right, Sajjad, just before that, is it an Arabic nasheed?
No, it is in Swahili.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, this deserves a big round of applause.
Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our national language from our very own Ali Said.
Muhammad wa ali Muhammad salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
Mgeni na mpweke mbele ya madui, umepamba na kiume, shujaa wa Ali. Dini, uongozi, utu na ubinadamu, shujaa mwana shujaa, umeviheshimisha. Baada ya shahada vingi umetuachia, hadi leo twasimama na tukijivunia. Baada ya shahada vingi umetuachia, hadi leo twasimama na tukijivunia. Nikiwa Muislamu najivunia kuwashia Mtume Ahlul Bayt na wafata nawe pia. Maula, 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 Maula. Haikuwa rahisi dini kuenea, kapambana Rasuli sirran alania. Nia za majahili dini kuondoa, ila yako mapinduzi kweli alishinda. Wewe ulitaka mtu awe huru, amue atakacho kwa hofu ya Mungu. Husaini yako Thawra ndiyo imefanya dini kuwa salama kwa mwenye kuifata. Umekuwa ni funzo kwa Shia na asiye Shia. Karbala wito amani unatunganisha. Umefanya na Ushia kuwa ni ngome imara inayolinda utu leo na kiyama. Maula, 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 Maula. na thaura yako Imam, muhanga wako Imam, huruma yako Imam, niite kwako Imam, mimi shia wako Imam, niwe balozi wako Imam, nikutangaze Imam, harami yako Imam, na ya kaka yako Imam, nije kuzishika Imam, na nikuone Imam, ahadi yangu Imam, naweka kwako Imam, ushia wenu Imam, nitautangaza Imam, Maula, 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 Maula. Ushiani wito unaunganisha kila pande ya dunia. Amka leo, badilika, ungana nami Karbala. Ushiani wito unaunganisha kila pande ya dunia. Amka leo, badilika, ungana nami Karbala. Salawat.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد.
Wow. Absolutely mesmerizing. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Standing ovation. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Standing here, there is two things that I take pride in. One is to be a lover of Muhammad Hussain, and second, to be a Tanzanian, because only Swahili can give you that effect that these words had, ladies and gentlemen. Right, over to you, Said Muhammad Hassan first.
Ali Haider Musa, when you were reciting and you were reading the Swahili from memory and your hand was on your heart, I could only think of one thing. When Imam Hussain said, "Hal min nasirin yansiruna," I literally wanted to say in Swahili, although I don't know, so I said it in my heart and mind, Aba Abdullah, this is one of your Ansar, right here, right here, right here, reciting in his mother tongue, in the land of the love of Aba Abdullah, with the love of Aba Abdullah, and for the love of Aba Abdullah, reciting to Aba Abdullah. How can you not be from the Ansar of Aba Abdullah alayhi salam? I'm so proud of you. I am absolutely happy that you joined this. We don't have, here's the thing, Shia's got talent. I don't think we got talent today. We got a miracle. This is the first time in my life I hear Swahili about Imam al-Hussain. Can I ask you one question? And I know this is a personal question because we are all lovers of Imam al-Hussain. But I want to see, because you came memorizing this, you came passionate, in a very brief sentence, what does Imam al-Hussain alayhi salam mean to you?
Thank you. Imam Hussain fought in Karbala. But actually, Imam Hussain fought because of moral. He want to do, we say in Arabic, Islah. I don't know how to say it in English.
Reconciliation. إنما خرجت لطلب الإصلاح في أمة جد رسول الله.
Yes. Hussain wants to do Islah. Hussain wants us to be free. From there, I've understood that Hussain is like a call.
Allah.
A call which wants every person to be free to express what he or she feels, to express what cost or what challenge him or her.
Allah.
That is Hussain.
Allah. Allah.
And Hussain, he want to have a good structure of leadership.
Ahsan. Ahsan.
Because
Brilliant.
you could see Yazid wasn't a good leader. A leader who would drink alcohol, a leader who do a lot of bad deeds. But Hussein, he went out and made the fun of leadership to be what we say, kuviheshimisha.
To respect it.
To be respected. He made a leadership to be respected. As you a leader, you should have a respect.
Allah.
That is Hussein.
Ahsant.
Brilliant.
Thank you, Habibi. Barakallahu beek. I love you.
Thanks.
Right. Sayyid Jalal, over to you, please.
Great man, Musa, Saeed Musa. Unto nzuri. Unto nzuri sana.
Thank you.
I don't know how we can say long life, Tanzania, long life, Dar es Salaam, long life. The Shia got talent in Swahili. Habib, please help me.
I will help you. No, sorry. Ali will help you because you need to use a line from our national anthem. So, Ali, help.
Long life Tanzania. Maisha marefu Tanzania.
Maisha?
Marefu Tanzania.
Marefu Tanzania.
So long life Dar es Salaam. Maisha marefu Dar es Salaam. Maisha marefu SHIA'S Got Talent.
Wow, brilliant. Ali Said.
I really like the way you hold your hands at the beginning. I feel that you're just asking maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala or Imam Hussain to give you tranquility. But that's your ihtiram. That is your respect towards Abu Abdullah al-Hussein. I really like that part. I thought that is maybe some types of your recitation. Because mashallah, Tanzanian, they are famous. Your body language, excellent. I really liked your recitation. Maybe that is the second time I have heard the Swahili. You have done a great job. But inshallah, you can work with the flexibility of your voice and vibration, tahrir. But overall, you have done great job. Nzuri, nzuri, nzuri sana.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
You say in your kalam that I wish to go to Imam Hussain Abbas.
Yes.
You said that?
Yes.
So your wish has been granted. I've just been told somebody from the crowd, Abande Khuda, is sponsoring you for a trip to Karbala, inshallah.
Congratulations.
So your
Good
wish
for
has been
you.
granted.
Good for you. Remember us.
Please pray for us when
Just
you go
pray
to
for us,
Karbala.
Habibi.
I don't know what's going to happen today. I don't know what's going to happen in the final. But you've won. You're going to Karbala, my brother.
Inshallah.
Ahsantum. Thank you.
Ahsan. Ladies and gentlemen, upcoming Zawar of Imam Hussain, a man who is on the course to change the language of Azadari and bring Swahili to life. Put your hands together for Ali Said Haider. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming contestant number 10, Mr. Rizwan Rizvi.
برخشنودی امام زمان بلندتر صلوات.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Can you just once again for the benefit of the judges, if you can just introduce yourself and the kalam that you're going to recite. It's a marsiya, if you can just give the first line.
Yeah, my name is Rizwan.
Yeah.
And the mercy I'm reciting is Sakina Bibi Ki Bain Irfan.
Hi. MashaAllah. We're looking forward to your recitation. The mic is yours.
Sakina Bibi Ki Bain Irfan हरम में महशर उठा रहे हैं सकीना बीबी कहीं पे गश में पड़े हैं आबे कहीं पे बाकर
तड़प रहे हैं कहीं पे गश में पड़े हैं आबे कहीं पे बातें
वाह वाह माशाअल्लाह
तड़प रहे हैं
हाय 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 हाय
वो चंद बच्चे सिसक रहे हैं वो चंद आंसू बहा रहे हैं
माशाअल्लाह माशाअल्लाह
सकीना बीबी सुमो से गोड़े कि एक बच्ची लिपट गई करार होकर
हाय हाय
सुमो से गोड़े के एक बच्ची लिपट गई करार होकर बना के बाहों को अपनी झूला हुसैन उसको सुला रहे सकीना बीबी के बैन हरम में महशर उठा रहे हैं बपा हैरानों में शोर मातम हुसैन मरने को जा रहे हैं बहुत बुलंद तर
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد أحسنت. Say Jalal, please.
You know, as I mentioned, today is actually grand finale. You know, we have witnessed football match like, for example, they are going to play and then in the first half there is no goal, in the second half there is no goal, it goes to the extra time, there is no goal, and then penalties. But today is like the finale of the 2022. France scores and then Argentina. France, Argentina. We have to change all the scores here, by the way. While you were reciting, Brother Rizvi, I thought we are in the big desert,
that's exactly what I wrote. I wrote the sands of Karbala.
And I was seeing angels, they are carrying candles, and in front is Lady Fatima Zahra, the way you were reciting. Wallahi, beautiful, beautiful voice, beautiful voice. I cannot say any more thing. Everything I have written here is positive. May Allah reward you. May Allah reward you. Ahsantum, mashallah.
Right, said Mohammed Hassan.
Yes, Habibi. Assalamu alaikum. Rizwan Rizvi, otherwise known as Rizwan al-Radawi, correct?
Yes.
So you're Sayyid.
Yep.
We are all servants of Ahlul Bayt. Sayyid, non-Sayyid, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. That's what matters, servants of Ahlul Bayt. The tone of your voice is very nice. It took me, like Sayyid said, to the sands of Karbala. It's very enchanting, soothing, relieving. You humbled us when you express the humility by going down to the floor. Something I should always remind myself is, "Man tawadha'a lillah rafa'a." Whoever humbles himself or herself for the sake of God, God will raise them. Like today, you raised our heads held high. Ahsant, Habibi.
Ahsant.
Good job.
Ahsant. Sayyid Jalal, just on something that you just said, I am in no doubt, 100%, and I was just having a conversation with someone behind the stage, that somewhere in this hall, Sayyidah Zahra must be present. Simply
Definitely.
because
Definitely.
there have been tears, and Sayyidah Zahra has promised, wherever there is
right.
anything that brings a tear for Imam Hussain, she will be there. And the proof of this, I'll tell you, is that we already have 2 servants of Imam Hussain heading to Iraq. So somewhere here, Sayyidah Zahra is here. And if you are here, Sayyidah Zahra, and I'm sure you are, accept this noble act and this humble act of service from the contestants, the judges, but most importantly, the visitors and the spectators who have patiently sat with us throughout the night. Ladies and gentlemen, let's recognize your efforts with a loud salawat ala Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad. Join me in welcoming contestant number 11, Irfan Abbas Shaheen. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Okay, we have a matam from you, I believe. Or
Mankabat.
a mankabat. Mulla Muhammad Abbas Karim, since your mic is on, over to you, please.
Assalamu alaikum, Irfan Abbas.
Wa alaikum salam.
Is it Irfan or Irfan Abbas people call you?
Irfan Abbas.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Why have you entered, can I ask, just briefly?
Yeah, because I'm reciting a mankabat of Imam Hussain alayhi salam.
Okay, and what's the title of the mankabat?
Hum Hussain wale hain.
Okay, it basically means we are the people of Hussein.
By the way, Mullah Karim, I gave up.
Say Jalal is not judging anymore?
Yeah, I'm not judging anymore. MashaAllah, all of them, they are finalists, by the way.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah. We're really looking forward to it. The stage is yours. Baraye ta'jil zahur imam zamana ba'az balan salawat.
مشرقین کہتے ہیں اسی کو نور خدا نورین کہتے ہیں بکھر گیا جو وہی نور کائنات بنا سمٹ گیا جو اسی کو حسین کہتے ہیں لبیک یا حسین all together ہم حسین والے ہیں ہم حسین والے ہیں ہم حسین والے ہیں ہم حسین والے ہیں یہ ہماری قسمت ہے ہم حسین والے ہیں یہ ہماری قسمت ہے ہم حسین والے ہیں ہم حسین والے ہم حسین والے ہیں ہم حسین والے ہیں ہم حسین والے ہیں ہم نبی کے عاشق ہیں ہم علی کے دیوانے ہم نبی کے عاشق ہم علی کے دیوانے اور حسن سے نسبت ہے ہم حسین والے ہیں ہم حسین والے ہیں
हुसैन वाले हैं
हमसे फातिमा ज़हरा कर चुके हैं एक वादा हमसे फातिमा ज़हरा कर चुके हैं एक वादा अब हमारी जन्नत है हम हुसैन वाले हैं हम हुसैन वाले हैं हम हुसैन वाले हैं लब्बैक या हुसैन लब्बैक या हुसैन हुसैनियत हुसैनियत
जिंदाबाद
पर मोहम्मद व आले मोहम्मद सलवात
صل على محمد وآل محمد أحسنت Said Mohammed Hassan, please.
Irfan Abbas, 13 years old.
Yes.
I love your passion. You come with a dress that's very nice and suitable, and you're looking at the crowd one more time, raising your hand, Labbaik ya Hussein. You know, when I was 13 years old, I was still finding my way in the world, dealing with my troubles, my problems, wanting to know what I will be when I grow up. I think you've already decided that you want to be a servant of Imam Hussain, right? Yes. Inshallah. What else do you want to do when you get older besides khidmah, inshallah? What do you want to do as your work?
Be a reciter.
That's your main line of career, hopefully, right? Then would you venture to consider maybe taking one of these wonderful gentlemen, either Mulla Mak or Mulla Moshi here, as perhaps you turning into their protege? Is that something you guys would consider over here?
He's going to go very far, mashallah.
I think we should come to you to learn, inshallah. Habibi, ahsant. Good job.
Thank you, Said Mohammed Hassan. Said Jalal, please.
Great man. MashaAllah, beautiful recitation. Brother Irfan Abbas. So overall the recitation was good. Body language was really good. Engaging with us, with crowd was really good. But as I mentioned, always using mobile, when you're using mobile, the direction of your head will change. So that changing of angle will affect your voice. Try to use paper, and paper should be in this angle. Yes? That will help you. And of course, you can play with your hands easily. And it's not that heavy, the one piece of paper. So try to start working with your chest, recite from your chest area, not just mainly from your throat and head area, okay? Because head area, you can use it for the higher pitch, jawab. But starting, you have to use from your pitch. I don't want to give too much feedback. You have done a good job. But just here, you have to as well give credit to the sound system as well. MashaAllah, they are doing a good job, Brother Aqil. And as well the lighting and camera, Brother Yusuf, in the use of photography. We have give credit to them as well. Thank you very much.
Ahsan, Sayyid Jalal. Brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Irfan Abbas Shaheen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, dear viewers, we have now come to the end of tonight's episode, bar 1. So, put your hands together in welcoming the final contestant for tonight, Brother Ali Raza Yusuf Versi. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
You okay? Right, Mulla Muhammad Abbas Karim, over to you, please.
Brother Ali Raza, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
In the interest of time, I'm going to be a little bit brief. I understand that you are already an experienced reciter as well. So once again, thank you for participating. What was the reason you wanted to participate in spite of being quite known in the community?
Actually, I want to spread the message of Ahlul Bayt, and I want to show my talent to the world.
MashaAllah. We love the attitude. Ahsantum. God bless you. And what are you going to be reciting tonight?
It's a Noha.
Noha, okay.
Janam Fidahi Zainab.
Ahsantum. Janam Fidahi Zainab. Ahsant. The stage is all yours. Bismillah.
Muhammadin wa Ali Muhammad salawat.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa
Janam Fidai Zainab. Janam Fidai Zainab.
جانم فدای زینب جانم فدای زینب ماشاءالله all together جانم فدای زینب جانم فدای زینب جانم فدای زینب جانم فدای زینب ما پیروان زینب هستیم دوای زینب لبیک بر زبانم جانم فدای زینب ماشاءالله all together جانم فدای جانم فدای زینب جانم فدای زینب جانم فدای زینب جانم فدای ماشاءالله فدای زینب جانم فدای زینب جانم مشکل ہے دور پھر بھی ہرگز نہ ہم ڈریں گے کٹ جائے چاہے سر پہ حق کے لیے لڑیں گے زندہ ابھی جہاں میں ہے سب غدا ہے زینب لبیک بر زبانم جانم فدای زینب ماشاءاللہ جانم جانم فدای زینب جانم فدای جانم فدای زینب زینب کے صبر پر تو ہے ناز مصطفیٰ کو حیران کر دیا ہے زینب نے انبیاء کو خالق بھی کہہ رہا ہے اب تو ثنا ہے زینب لبیک بر زبانم جانم فدای زینب جانم ماشاءاللہ زینب جانم فدای زینب جانم فدای زینب روزے پہ سیدہ کے اپنا لہو بہائے ہم سب کی یہ دعا ہے ہم بھی دمشق جائے روزے پہ سیدہ کے اپنا لہو بہائے ہم سب کی یہ دعا ہے ہم بھی دمشق جائے اے کاش اذن دے دے ہم کو خدا ہے زینب لبیک بر زبانم جانم فدای زینب ماشاءاللہ جانم فدای ماشاءاللہ زینب جانم فدای زینب جانم فدای زینب لبیک یا زینب لبیک یا زینب لبیک یا حسین لبیک یا حسین فن محمد و آل محمد صلوات
Ahsant, brilliant. And you know what?
You just made us so much more difficult on us.
I know. And you know what? You guys have the judges have a big task. The tea station at the back, you might want to add more sugar in 4 cups of tea because there's going to be some heat coming out there in the room. Said Ali's already holding his head here. We'll start with you, Said Ali, because you seem to be quite perplexed with what's happening today.
God bless you. Yes, I certainly am, MJ, perplexed. The talent today has been unbelievable. Who would have thought Dar es Salaam has so much talent? Unbelievable. And it's only shows like this which can portray such talent. Ali Raza, I feel like you're a very humble individual and a very pious individual. And that's really a critical part of being a Noha reciter. Your delivery was so good. Your confidence, which is coupled with your delivery, amazing. I wanted just to ask you, do you know your vocal stability? Because I felt like it wavered slightly. Is that because you're emotional, or is it because your voice, do you feel like it still needs a bit of practice?
It's kind of
Sorry.
Yeah. I was kind of emotional.
Yes, okay, that's fine. I won't mark you down because I could feel a bit wavering in this, but I knew it was because you were quite emotional today. The choice of recitation is actually a very good choice because it enables you to play with your voice and it helps us understand where your voice is at. Please continue in your service and please don't forget us in your dua.
Hassan and Ali. Mulla, Mohammed Abbas Karim, please.
My brother Ali Raza Yusuf Versi, that was a beautiful recitation. You are a Noha Khan, and it was absolutely clear that you're a Noha Khan. MashaAllah, may God bless you. I've lost my notes. Okay. I love the crowd engagement, and what I mean by that is you engage them, and then you stopped and you let them recite. That shows experience, and I think that's great. I love the fact that you didn't start the beat straight away. You sort of started, you let everybody get into it, then you got into the matam, which is a perfect way to start a Noha. Especially, it's the first Noha. It was a great choice, and what I really liked, you had the worst slot today in terms of you're the last and quite a long day on a Friday. Everybody I don't know if everybody had energy, and you came on and you brought that energy. So that is absolutely amazing. I think you've got a great future. The only one or two things I would give you in terms of feedback is I felt that the delivery, I've heard other clips of you, and I felt like the delivery of that was a little bit soft in terms of the tone for a Noha. I will caveat that because when you did the last line, Labbaik, your sort of strength came out. So that was good. I on the next round, inshallah, if you go through, I would like to see that sort of flexibility where when you recite a Noha, you deliver it more like a Noha because you can do it, and I know you can do it. And just if you work on your Urdu a little bit, Urdu is great, you understand it, but if you work on the pronunciation, so you said, I think you said Hairan instead of Hairan. These are so small things because your recitation was great. I loved how you ended. You are a Noha Khan, and I really, really, really want to see you go far. Ahsantum.
Ahsan, brilliant. Mullah Mohammed Abbas Karim. Right, ladies and gentlemen, Ali Raza Yusuf Versi.
SHIA'S Got Talent.
मेरा नाम सैयद रिजवान रिजवी है और माशाल्लाह बहुत अच्छा इवेंट है और हमें पढ़ने में बहुत अच्छा लगा.
My name is Abis Ali Kashmiri and the program was really good. Let's see the results. That's it.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Taha Narsi. I feel really honored to participate in this program, and I pray that this will continue in the upcoming years also. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. My name is Ali Haider. I feel so proud to be here today, and my performance have gone well. Thanks.
Great to recite in front of so many nice professional reciters. It felt great, and I got some tips.
My name is Zain Raza, and alhamdulillah, my audition went good.
Is a very important art in the contemporary era. You seem to be a very good public speaker. Your stage presence was impeccable. Now, I want to ask you, share a few tips with up-and-coming aspiring speakers. Tips on improving public speaking skills.
Practice. That's all there is to it.
SHIA'S Got Talent.
Ladies and gentlemen, viewers, it's time to bring in the 12 contestants for the first time ever on episode 4, day 4, 2023, to line up together on the stage and hear their fate. So, join me in welcoming the contestants for tonight's episode on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for them. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, the hearts are racing, the minds are running a race that is about to reach its climax. And I would like to take this opportunity to put in on the spot the man who always goes first, the man who always has the opportunity to break 11 hearts and win one heart. That is none other than Sayyid Ali Al-Hakeem. Who do you have in your card who will be making it to the semi-finals?
Thank you very much, MJ. Everyone was fantastic. This is very difficult, and I don't want just to have 4 to go through, but I'm just gonna get to the chase, get to the point. Sorry. This person has international level ability. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Zain Mohsin Raza.
Right, that's one heart relieved. 11 more are still racing. Ladies and gentlemen, 100 plus entries, 72 made it to the first round. 36 of them participated until last night. Only 12 of them have made it through. And we have with us number 13. We have 3 seats left to the next round. Sayyid Jalal Masoomi.
Great man, MG Sahib. I told you to book my ticket to change the date so I can go to London, so I couldn't witness this occasion. But you said I have to be patient. Yes. Because you are the commander, I have to obey. You are the commander, Ejaz is the commander, I have to obey. So I changed my plan. I said I want to go to Kilimanjaro. Why? Kilimanjaro is a bit tough. So unfortunately, the person who is going with me, Kilimanjaro, doesn't wear dishdasha because it's difficult to walk, to run. I'm so sorry for the people, they have dishdashas, they have kurtas, they have, I don't know what other things you call it. So I need, even Sakina, I'm so sorry, I cannot take you to Kilimanjaro because it's difficult for you because you have, mashallah, this abaya and it's difficult for you. So the one who is going with me to Kilimanjaro wears black trousers.
Sayyid Jalal, have you seen everyone just going like that?
I wanted them
just for clarification purposes, this is also considered a
you are already booked because we have to go. You are already booked. But he just said no. So the person is going with me to Kilimanjaro. For his breath, he has to work a bit as well.
Right.
Okay, so it's exercise.
Right.
Because I'm a bit overweight, I have to just lose weight.
Your peak physical condition, Sayyid Jalal.
So, another thing, this person, I ask all the viewers, especially those they want to learn the vocals, the quality of vocals, to watch this episode. It is 4th, yes?
4, yes.
Because this person recited with all types of the qualities, the strength, the flexibility, all of them he applied. And his name is 2 letters, Habibi. And his name is the name of a surah in the Holy Quran.
Taha.
And his name is...
We have another guy with a surah.
Yes.
Surah Mozamel.
Yeah,
it's not 2 words, I know, but I'm just trying to...
So my winner is as well a beautiful name of... Because Mozamel as well has 4 letters. Yes. And Taha as well has 4 letters. So it's between Mozamel and Taha. But my winner is the name of my first son, Taha Narsin.
Right, I think my heart has raced enough. So I will take a break for the next one. Brother Ejaz, over to you, please.
Okay, we'll follow the sequence. Said Muhammad, go ahead and announce.
يعني this is the nature of competitions. As mentioned before, and we will reiterate further, if you do not move on today, that does not mean you should feel disheartened. Many the other day were emotional, and emotional for good reasons. They wanted to see themselves proceed, to have more opportunities to serve on the stage. But if you do not move on, you will still get opportunities. In fact, maybe even better. This is one door. If it closes for you, Allah will open more for you. So keep that in mind, inshallah ta'ala. Such is the nature of competitions. فَلْيَتَنَافَسِ الْمُتَنَافِسُونَ. So let the competitors compete. Say Jalal took you guys to a mountain. I will now take you guys to a desert with a man who with his melodious, melancholious, magical, enchanting, borderline romantic voice, he honored us and graced us. He was humble. As a result, man tawadha'a lillah, Allah raises. Whoever humbles themselves for Allah, God raises. Congratulations for Rizwan Rizvi. Ahsant.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll just put this on record. To agree to come up last minute as a replacement for a competitor.
That's why.
This is different league, and he deserves a bigger round of applause. You know what, I'll be genuinely honest with you. I have no idea how and who is going to go home from here.
All of them are winners. All of them.
It just doesn't add up to me. How do we have to decide that only one person will be making their way to the next round from this exceptional pool of talent right in front of us? Ladies and gentlemen and dear viewers, we have one ticket left to the next round. This is the moment many of us have been waiting for. 8 of them will be dreading this moment once we have decided who makes it to the next round. Mulla Mohammed Abbas Karim.
Ahsantum. Just to conclude, one thing I loved over the last few days, and especially today, is the humility of all these participants. We had experienced participants who came and showed great courage and humility. The result is the result. Ultimately, we are here really to give feedback. The one who will give you the real ajr is Bibi, and you're doing this for her. Okay? This person stole our hearts, recited a topic which suited them, and is already standing in front. Sister Sakina Mirage.
Wow!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of episode 4, day 4, 2023 version of SHIA'S Got Talent. I have no words to end this particular segment, but you and I need to remember one term: SHIA'S Got Talent. As-salam.
मुनाफिक को किस्मत ने दिखाए दिन में तारे, बुलाकर हाजी सारे रसूले पाक पुकारे, बुलाकर हाजी सारे रसूले पाक पुकारे। सुनो ऐलान हमारा अली वलीउल्लाह, अली वालों ने पुकारा अली वलीउल्लाह, खदीर खुन का नारा।
SHIA'S Got Talent.